Hello. We're delighted to have you here for a new program of That's English.
Hello, friends.
Friends, amigos, ese es el tema de la Unidad 5.
In today's documentary, we're going to travel once more to Dublin, the capital of Ireland. There we'll meet a group of young friends, Eve, Chauvin, Vincent, and Cahal. They'll tell us about the way of life of Irish youngsters.
But before watching the documentary, I'd like to explain the meaning of some new words.
Outgoing, sociable, abierto, outgoing.
To live on one's own, vivir solo, independiente de la familia. Durante el documental vamos a hacer una serie de preguntas a esos 4 jóvenes. Vosotros tenéis que estar muy atentos a sus respuestas para localizar la siguiente información. Tomad nota. One thing Eve would like to find in a friend.
The age at which Irish students leave home. A common topic of conversation for Irish girls.
And finally, Cahal's recommendation for Spanish students in Ireland.
Ready? Then let's travel to Dublin with our Out and About.
Right.
We're in Dublin, the capital of the Irish Republic. Anyone who's visited this country knows that the Irish are friendly, kind and warm with foreigners. But what are they like to each other?
To find out, we're going to speak with a group of 4 Irish youngsters. Eve, Cahal, Chauvin and Vincent. They've been friends for 4 years. They met at school, and although now they go to different colleges, they still meet to talk and have some fun together. Eve was the first to answer our questions.
Is it easy to make friends in Ireland?
Yes, it's very easy to make friends in Ireland. The Irish people are very friendly and outgoing, and when you make a friend in Ireland, you make a friend for life. It's very easy.
Where do you make friends?
You can make friends in the clubs and societies in the university, like the football club or the marketing society, for example.
What would you like to find in a friend?
I'd like to find many things in a friend, like sense of humor, loyalty, honesty, something like that.
Eve is a great sports lover. Her favorite pastimes are gymnastics and jogging in the park. Eve studies history and lives at home with her parents. Vincent doesn't live with his parents anymore. One big difference between Ireland and Spain is that Irish youngsters start living on their own very early. That's why we asked Vincent at what age they become independent.
At what age do young people start living on their own?
Well, students leave home around the age of 17, whereas people who don't go to university like to leave home at the age of around 22 or 23.
Do you still live with your parents?
No, I moved into a flat with a group of friends as my house was too far away from university.
Is it usual for young people to share a flat or a house with friends?
Yes, it's very frequent as it's cheaper for young people to move in together and they have a lot more freedom also.
How do you like living on your own?
I love to live on my own as I can come in at whatever time I please and eat whatever I like.
Chauvin is the youngest in the group. She's 18. Chauvin is Cahal's girlfriend. They've been going out for a year, since she was 17. Is this a common age for girls to go out with boys? We asked Chauvin.
At what age does a girl usually start going out with a boy?
Usually when they're about 13 or 14, but maybe younger. It depends on the girl.
Is it usual for young people to go all together in groups?
Oh yes, boys and girls usually go out together in groups because it's a lot more fun and it's also safer, like when you're going home.
What's a common topic of conversation for friends, especially for girls?
Well, for girls, they usually talk about boys or clothes, usually.
What time are boys and girls supposed to get home at night when they live with their parents?
It depends if they go to the pub. That closes at about 11:30, so they're expected home at 12 o'clock. But if they go to a disco, they're expected home at about 2:30.
Cahal is still living with his parents in the outskirts of Dublin. He loves Dublin. That's why he recommends Spanish students to go to Dublin to learn English.
Would you recommend Spanish students to come to Ireland?
Yes, I would, because it's a very friendly country, and when the Spanish students come over in the summer, they usually get on very well with the locals.
What would you recommend Spanish students to do if they came to Ireland?
If a Spanish student comes to Ireland, the best thing they could probably do would be to move in with a family, as that way they'll learn good English. They'll also learn the culture of the country and how a family works in Ireland.
So you've heard Cahal's recommendation. If you decide to go abroad to learn English, you can go to the Irish Republic, a great place to make good friends.
That's a lovely group of friends.
Bueno, ya sabemos algo más de la forma que tienen de divertirse los jóvenes irlandeses. Pero veamos si habéis logrado obtener la información que os pedíamos antes del documental. We asked you to listen for one thing Eve would like to find in a friend.
I'd like to find many things in a friend, like sense of humor, loyalty, honesty, something like that.
As you could hear, she mentions several things. A sense of humor, sentido del humor, loyalty, lealtad, and honesty, honradez, sinceridad.
We also asked you to listen for at which age do Irish students leave home? Vincent told us.
Well, students leave home around the age of 17.
So the right answer was around 17.
Then we asked you to listen for a common topic of conversation for Irish girls. One of the girls, Chauvine, told us.
For girls, they usually talk about boys or clothes, usually.
Chauvine mentioned two topics of conversation, boys and clothes.
And finally, Cahal's recommendation for Spanish students in Ireland.
If a Spanish student comes to Ireland, the best thing they could probably do would be to move in with a family, as that way they'll learn good English.
So Cahal's recommendation is to move in with a family, irse a vivir con una familia.
Un buen consejo para cualquiera que vaya a aprender inglés este verano a Irlanda. Pero ahora vamos con nuestro sketch, en el que veremos lo bien que se lleva Sara con una amiga de la infancia.
Vayamos con nuestro Play It Again.
Oh, Mary? Sarah! What a surprise!
This is Mary, my best friend. I've known her since we were at school.
Have you finished school yet?
Oh, yes, I finished school. I finished some years after you. You must remember, I'm much younger than you.
Well, I said that because you weren't a very good student.
Oh, sorry, I don't think you've met my partner, Gary Piquet.
Oh, very pleased to meet you.
My pleasure, Mary.
How attractive. How long have you known him?
We've been going out for a year now. We met on a holiday in Spain.
And what's a boy like you doing with a girl like this?
This is the famous Mary Taylor. She hasn't changed at all since school.
Oh, you're not quite right. Now I'm Mary Simpson. I've been married for 2 years now.
Oh, congratulations. You finally did it.
Sarah, you look beautiful. A little fatter, maybe, but you look simply great.
You also look great, Mary. You don't know how young you look from a distance.
I'm sorry I can't say the same about you.
Well, don't be silly. Do what I do. Lie.
Would you like to sit down and have a drink, Mary?
We'd be delighted, but I suppose you're waiting for someone?
Well, actually, I'm not.
Well, the thing is, we're in a hurry.
Well, if you insist. I'll have something light. Sarah, I am so happy to see you again. I'm not very hungry, but, you know, I haven't eaten caviar since my wedding. Could I have some caviar and a bottle of champagne, please? Excuse me, I need to go to the toilet.
Your friend's a bit cheeky, isn't she?
Gary, don't talk like that about my best friend.
Why?
Come on, let's go. It's very late.
Your bill, madam. Your friends have left. It's £150.
Mi amiga y yo utilizamos el pretérito perfecto, simple y continuo para referirnos a acciones que comenzaron en el pasado y continúan en el presente.
A continuación, vamos a volver a ver algunos fragmentos del sketch. Y como hemos hecho en otras ocasiones, aparecerá un rótulo en el que vosotros tendréis que elegir la preposición correcta. Since o for. ¿Preparados? Allá va.
This is Mary, my best friend. I've known her since we were at school.
How long have you known him?
We've been going out for a year now.
Now I'm Mary Simpson. I've been married for 2 years now.
And now it's time to have a look at what we've learned in this unit.
With some nice pictures.
Of course.
It's time for summing up.
Really? Ya sabemos referirnos a la duración de un hecho, utilizando since y for.
Y hemos ampliado nuestro vocabulario aprendiendo compuestos de some. Y también compuestos de any. And that's all for today.
Yes, and I'll be delighted to be back with you in our next program, especially with my dear and lovable, delightful friend, Sarah Ashton.
Oh, thank you, Gary.